Hey, what's up? I'm Kyle, and I'm going to talk about a great way to make passive income online. This is real, it works, and it's truly passive after you've done the upfront work. I've been doing this business model for 5 years, and it's the best thing that ever happened to me. What I do is I build websites that generate leads, aka customers, and then I rent the websites out to business owners for a monthly fee. Basically, the websites I build get phone calls, and business owners pay me for the right to take all the phone calls my website generates. It's like putting in the work building a house, and then once it's built, all you need is a tenant and it becomes passive. There is a link in the description of this video to a landing page that breaks down this business model in more detail, but I'm going to get into some more specifics right here. Let me give you an example. Here's a website that ranks on Google for towing in Pittsburgh. Anytime somebody types in towing Pittsburgh, this site shows up. This site was built 7 years ago. It got ranked on Google 7 years ago. For the past 7 years, a business owner has been paying $1,000 a month to get all of the phone calls that this website generates auto-forwarded to him. This is passive income, a digital asset, a digital piece of real estate. So there's a few steps to this business. The first is called due diligence. This is the specific strategy for finding a city, a niche to build a site in. If you want to have a site generating calls within 3 to 6 months, you need to find a city and niche where the competing websites have very weak SEO. SEO is short for search engine optimization. It's the skill of getting websites to show up on page 1 of Google for search terms like junk removal Austin or landscapers Portland. So when you pick a city or niche, the first thing you'll do is type in the primary search term onto Google and look at the top 3 to 5 sites. You'll look at how good their SEO is. You'll analyze their content. You'll analyze their backlinks. You'll analyze the search volume for that niche in that city. You'll also analyze a few other smaller metrics as well and make a judgment call on whether it will be easy or difficult to beat out their SEO quickly. If the answer is yes, and you think you can beat them easily, go for it and start the next steps. If the answer is no, move on, find another niche, unless you're willing to put in a bit more work and wait a little bit longer to get page 1 results. The next step is building out your website. The first step to building out your website is using your keyword research tool to make a list of the top keywords to incorporate into your content. This is important because this is how your website will communicate to Google's algorithm what it is you do and where it is you do it. Once you have your keyword list, you're going to start building out your site. Don't worry, you can use any easy website builder you want. Simple drag and drop builders are fine. You're going to make sure your website has more keyword-rich copy and pictures than all of your competition. The website does not have to be fancy. It can be downright ugly. Google doesn't know if a website is pretty or not, and customers for most of the niches we target don't care about a quality website. Once you have your website built out, you're going to hit publish right away, and then you wait. During the first week or 2 after your site is published, it will start doing what's called the Google dance. This is when your rankings on Google jump around a lot because Google is trying to figure out where to sort your website. Around week 1 or 2, you're going to see where your site lands and begin the SEO process, aka search engine optimization, is mostly comprised of 2 things: content and backlinks. So let's say your website does the Google dance and finds its final resting place on page 3 for your target keyword. What you're going to want to do is add 2 to 3 pages of content to your site. It could be a service page, it could be an About Us page, or it can even be just a page about the city you're offering services in. You just want to add content that will help Google see you as the expert in your specific niche in your specific city. After you've added the content, you're going to get a few free or very cheap backlinks. Backlinks are simply links on other websites that link back to yours. Google likes backlinks because it's a way for them to measure how popular your website is. Google figures if these other websites think your website is cool, Google will think you're cool too. It's kind of like a popularity contest. There are a few ways you can go about getting these links. The easiest way is to join a private community in the link below where all of the students swap backlinks with each other. This is a massive resource and will help you rank quickly. The other way we get backlinks is by using a tool like Ahrefs or Mangools to see the backlinks your competition has and then go get the same ones. A lot of these links are free. Some of them are like $10 to $25. They're worth the money though, because a powerful backlink could launch you to page 1 overnight. Once you've added a few pages and added some backlinks, you wait another week to see what happens to your site. If you pop up to page 2, just do the same thing again over and over again until you're at the top of page 1. Once you're ranking at the top of page 1, you should be getting phone calls, and that's when you start calling up business owners to give them a free 7-day trial. You'll send them all of the calls that your site gets, and by the end of the week, they should have closed a few jobs and will be ready to talk numbers. Once you agree upon a price and you get their credit card info, that's when this becomes passive. All you have to do every month after that is run their credit card. Yeah, sometimes a client's credit card will decline, so you'll have to follow up. Sometimes a client will cancel, but that's very rare because if they cancel, they lose the calls as well. The great thing about this model is that if a client cancels, you don't have to start over again. You just have to call up the next business owner in town and connect the calls to them for a free trial. Since you own the website and already did the work of ranking it, the only work left is keeping it occupied. Finally, there is an additional step you can do to increase the call volume and in turn increase your monthly rate. You can work with your business owner to help you get a Google business listing verified in their city. This Google business listing will be designed specifically to rank, no branding or anything like that. But this step is optional and may be the only tricky part in this whole process. But it's worth the effort because you only have to do it once for each site. And then the value of your site jumps up significantly forever. In other business models, if you make $20K one month, you're going to have to do all the same hard stuff again the next month as well, just to keep that $20K coming in. With website rentals, you do the hard stuff once, and if you close your laptop for 3 months, you'll still be making the same money month after month. In conclusion, this is a general overview of how this model works. I've been able to grow my agency with 2 partners to over $1 million a year. But honestly, the greatest reward of this business model isn't necessarily the money, it's the passivity of it. It truly is passive income once you get a client hooked up. If you want to keep your job but make another $5K a month on the side, it's totally doable. So if you want more in-depth info about this business model, again, check out the link in the description. There are some great videos and interviews that should help you get started. Good luck.